If you're tired of hearing the right is crazy when it's the left gunning people down. If you've grown weary of hearing white folks are bad and they're abusing the blacks and browns. If you're tired of listening to the media lies, it's time to wake up, patriot, and open others' eyes. Wake up, patriots, and grab your gun. Let's stand our ground, let's have some fun. It's time to remove the crazies, hopped up on crack. It's time to all stand up and take our nation back. If it makes you mad, they've like to stop the steal, where Republicans are the majority, but still they fail. Then might I suggest you get off your duff and put an end to this leftist stuff. Cause they're only winning when we have no voice. It's time to rise up and make some noise. We need an FBI that can be trusted. It's time the whole Obama crowd all gets busted. Wake up, patriots, and grab your gun. Let's stand our ground, let's have some fun. It's time to remove the crazies, hopped up on crack. It's time to all stand up and take our nation back. Trixie, Sean, and Mark on Wake Up Patriots or Patriots After Dark. While you're listening there, you will have some fun, but you'll also learn how to get it done. Just read the comments, meet some friends, cause we've got a battle going on. Wake up, patriots, and grab your gun. Let's stand our ground, let's have some fun. It's time to remove the crazies, hopped up on crack. It's time to all stand up and take our nation back. Don't just stand there and watch the nation tumble. Go to Wake Up Patriots, it's there on Rumble. And maybe toss some change in the cup. And don't forget to give a big thumbs
up for Wake Up Patriots.
So wake up, patriots, and get her done. Do it for your daughter, do it for your son. It's for our kids, we must turn things back. It's time for action and not just smack.
Hello.
I know you're such a good drummer. I just noticed the other day that I was playing the drums in the background.
You just noticed that the other day?
Yeah, I just noticed it.
As observant as you are, you just noticed that the other day.
I didn't pay attention.
Why didn't you pay attention?
I'm looking at the phone.
Yeah. I know, I'm just ragging on you. It's always fun to do that. Ha 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 ha.
So let's do the prayer and the pledge. I can do the one with State, the one with all three of them at the thing, at the event. I like that pledge allegiance.
I can't understand a word you're saying. Quit yawning. Yawning aloud. We just started. You can't do that yet. So ready for the Bible verse of the day. The Lord will fight for you. You only need to be still. And that's Exodus 14:14.
No.
Okay. You want to do the Savannah pledge, huh? You ready?
Yep. Getting up.
Okey-dokey.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to Savannah!
Savannah, Georgia! Wake up, Patriots! Woo! Let's go have some fun!
That's funny.
Stacy updated us on her fence, and it's huge, man. What a hell of a project she took up. I
Well, she
mean,
said they were getting in because she's got all those chickens. I mean, you know, so it's like
yeah.
right?
But I mean, it's like she's got a homestead and she's fencing the whole thing in. It's crazy.
Mm.
It's very crazy.
Anyway, so how's everything going? How's everybody? What the hell is this going? How's everybody doing today? Happy Thursday. And again, we got screwed by 4 Republicans again voting on it just doesn't stop.
Rhinos.
Here's the image. Oop, wrong one.
Yeah.
I left my
You got it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I got it. Hold on.
I don't know where everybody is today, ML. I don't know, Maureen. It was like some people watched afterwards yesterday. But we got a lot of numbers on Tuesday night, so that's really good. So people are picking us up. I like that.
Well, anyway, as you see, there's the vote right there, but you can't. The words are in the way there. But the U.S. House Representatives have voted to restrict President Trump's ability to continue the Iran war without congressional approval. But it's not a war. It hasn't been condemned as a war. The only one that can do the war is Congress, which that's why they did the vote. It's so and the four that as usual. So we all know that everybody complains about Massey, what a great patriot he is. He just hates Trump. So Massey there were 4 of them that joined the Democrats.
Yeah, because Massey doesn't have anything to lose. He doesn't give a shit anymore.
But it doesn't matter. They always say that he was for Trump anyway, and he votes every time against whatever Trump wants. So Warren Davis, Ohio, Tom Barrett of Michigan, and Brian Fitzpatrick, he is constant. Brian Fitzpatrick is constantly voting against every time. He is consistently in Pennsylvania. He should get done. So another one. If you can't stay with the program, it's very important what's going on. And people don't know what's going on. People have no idea what the game plan is or what's happening, and nobody knows what's behind the scenes. They're all assuming, all the fake news media is assuming whatever they want, and they keep on doing the same shit over and over again. But it's all lies, and wait till it's all over. I mean, what they did now, see. Before they weren't attacking, Iran wasn't attacking the neighboring countries, which they hit Kuwait. They hit the Kuwaiti airport.
Mm-hmm.
They really destroyed it, really messed it up big time. So,
you know what's real sad? There was a poll that went out, and the New York Post had it, and it's fewer than 1 in 5 Democrats feel proud to be an American, compared to 2 of 3 Republicans. And you know why? It's because the Nazi Teachers Education Association corrupted an entire generation of kids to be ashamed of our country.
Yep.
That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it.
Yes, it's really, it's unbelievable how these kids some of the generation are pretty good because the young generation because of following Charlie Kirk's teaching. So that was
but the ones that are following are either switching to GOP or were conservative to begin with, and we're open to that kind of stuff. But some of the other ones were just brainwashed by their teachers, with the education system. I firmly believe
why they shouldn't have any money from the government, from the United States government. You trash this country, you shouldn't get shit. All of them, every one of them. They cater to foreign countries more than they cater to the United States.
Well, what I say all the time. They should tax the endowments at colleges and universities, and that will stop them. They're teaching, they're not teaching, but they're influencing political content, all right? And if you're trying to have an endowment to fund the universities and colleges, I would say that would be biased in my opinion. And if it was me and I was head of the IRS, I would try to change it so that they tax the endowments. And I don't know why nobody has done it.
Well, they get all that money from the foreign countries, especially China.
Yeah, that would stop a lot of foreign influence.
discussion.
Once you start taxing that money, the colleges aren't going to want to pay
We
it.
went into that discussion the other day about the 270,000 Chinese students are here. What do you think they're doing? They offer more to the foreign students, the colleges, than they do to the kids that are, naturally born citizens here. So I mean, it just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
They didn't want to know why people get.
Well, we're going to find out how good our educational system is when I do the trivia question today. We're going to see how much people know.
Why am I missing something here?
I bet you don't even know it. What are you missing?
I downloaded some files. I didn't get them all.
Oh.
I don't know if anybody hold on. Let's see what happened. I downloaded Susan still.
Oh, Susan, yeah. Well, so I was listening to Congress some of the hearings yesterday, and they were pretty darn good. I'm telling you that some of these people they were really ripping some butt yesterday. Rubio and Scott
Huh? They brought up Rubio's shoes.
Yeah, and it's crazy idiots. I'm gonna play this one because I had this one, but then I found somebody kind of doctored it a little bit and made it even better. And so so I'm gonna play the doctored one because it's even better.
Let's be clear here. Nobody is interested in the ramblings of a capo in the most corrupt regime in American history. We want to get some facts about this deal. That's what we're here for. Thank you.
And we would like to hear what Adam Wyden and Jeffrey Epstein talked about. Your son's largest investment position was Rick's Cabaret. So did your son and Jeffrey Epstein talk about pole dancing as he begged him for money using your limited credibility?
He is good, let me tell you.
I like the way they did that. They played that do. I had just a straight clip, but Game of Stonks did that, and it's like I got to steal that one for the show because it made it even more interesting. Oh my gosh, we got two people at exactly the same darn time. I'm gonna go with the first one. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do it this way. Oh, where'd you go? Somebody just put a file up.
No, me, I just did a file.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What happened here?
I don't know. You're making me feel like I'm drunk.
Oh, there we go. There we are. I thought I lost everybody.
Oh, and guess who else we got?
Who's that? Jack?
Yes.
How about that?
Hello, Jack.
Good morning.
Jack?
Good morning.
How are you?
Good morning. Sean, you got words in front of you.
What are you in the
Wow,
dark?
look at that. When Jack came in, Peaches went crazy.
Uh-oh.
I think she heard that dun dun dun, and she likes that.
I loved some of those hearings yesterday in Congress. Those people are nuts. Trump is right. They are nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed them.
Oh,
yes.
they were good.
The one with Al Green was unbelievable. Al Green.
Telling them to shut up.
Yeah.
Did you bring up the one with Al Green? Do you have that one?
It's on there.
I'm so glad he'll be gone next year.
Oh, okay. I see which one it is. They're not like I have a hard time figuring out which file's which sometimes.
It was a black guy.
Yeah, I know he's a black guy, but sometimes when you put the file up, it doesn't show the very beginning, so I don't know which one.
I'm gonna change the name.
Secretary,
There you go.
would do what happened to Rubio.
Are you calling me a racist?
Racist.
I'm asking a question.
Reclaiming my time, asking to shut up.
That's a pretty. That's a,
I can't believe you told. I'm surprised.
It's my time.
I'm not going to let anybody call me a racist, Chairman.
I never called him a racist. It's my time.
It is, gentlemen, will suspend.
You will
Gentlemen
not.
suspend.
Tell him to shut up.
Gentlemen suspend. No, the gentleman will suspend.
You know, let me. You know what happened was when he started raising the cane at President Trump. Mueller went over to him and told him, you know, you better sit down and respect the president. That's what he told him. Yeah. And that's why he was removed. And that's what the power of the sergeant of arms can do all the time, but they just don't. They don't have the balls to do it. But that's what it was all about. And then he brought up about the thing about the black ape and all that shit and everything else that, you know, he's holding up signs about people putting a big thing about, you know.
Well, let's just get back to his behavior on that video. I mean, that's a member of Congress that you have someone in for a hearing, and he's telling the guy to shut up when the guy just asked a question about something he said, and not once but repeatedly told him to shut up. I mean, where's the decorum, as they say, right?
Well, they should have removed him. They could have removed him right there. The chair could have removed him. He could have called the sergeant of arms to say, "I want him removed." No respect. No respect to the question, you know, with Mullen, which is, you know, he's part of the cabinet, and he's under the president. He represents President Trump. So again, as usually, you know, he's a typical racist piece of shit. That's what I call him. Yeah.
I love watching when Rubio is up there because Rubio eats all of their lunch.
I think, you know what was funny is a lot of them were afraid to question him, if you noticed.
Yeah.
Because he knows how to respond to them.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like Al Green will be going back. Al Green will be going back to his singing career.
Yeah.
You know what I think he's going to do? I think because he's not going to be in ever again. I think he's going to go like, I don't want to say the word I want to say. I'll say a different one.
Scorched earth.
I think, yeah, that's what I think he's going to do. He's going to become so freaking outrageous. It's going to, because he has nothing to lose anymore, you know, and he's old. So I think he's just going to be really, I'll say, incorrigible.
Yeah, but
Tricks, you're absolutely correct, because he's going to be, you know, he's going to be interviewing for his next gig. So if he acts more outrageous, maybe CNN or MSNBC, maybe he'll have an MSNBC show.
Yeah,
he could join Al Sharpton.
I think him and Don Lemon. You have a sour fruit and then the nut.
Yeah, absolutely.
One citizen. That's what I was going to say. But I didn't say it.
I knew what you were thinking.
I was going to say that as no, I better not.
That's why I said scorched earth.
Yeah, I know George didn't know had never heard that phrase until yesterday. We were talking about it yesterday, and I said that. You know what I was talking about, George? What I said yesterday. Yeah, I think that's because I was from Detroit originally, so he knew the one.
He's a crazy guy.
Yeah, he's nuts. I mean, it's like something rattled loose up there with him, you know.
Yeah, George, you mentioned the cane. You know, when he lifted that cane up, kind of made me a little nervous. I'll tell you why. I mean, you've seen, you know, like they put some type, they could make some of these canes into a weapon, a single shot gun, right? So I mean, you know, when he walked into the Capitol, did they really inspect his cane? Did they look at his cane? What if he had a single shot in there and picked the cane up? And you know, he's the type of guy that would do something like that.
Yep, I'd agree 100%.
Yeah.
The only thing, if he's like most of these thugs, he probably would have missed them.
Look out, Red Ginger.
They shoot.
Red Ginger just said
sideways.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Red Ginger just said, "I wonder if the Capitol Police ever inspected that cane." That's exactly what I was saying. So
probably not.
Good thought, Red. Yeah.
Well, if it's anything like Bond, there could have been, like you said, there could have been anything in that cane. Could have been a poison dart.
Yeah, you never know.
could have been a miniature thing to stop his heart.
Yeah.
You can fit all that with chips nowadays. You can fit those kind of things in very tiny little things. Because I think they had that heart attack gun into the size of a pen now. It used to be bigger, but now it's really tiny. I mean, you can make an explosive out of a pencil eraser. So, anything's possible.
It is. It's scary, especially in a situation.
And you know what else? You know what else is possible?
What's that?
Platner. This is how crazy they are.
So you've been cheating on your wife since right after you got married.
Yep.
And what made you want to send sexual messages to all these online bitches?
Well, to be honest, my wife is kind of fat and ugly like you. So, I don't know. I guess I went on this hookup app called Kick, and I just started sexting all these big booty Latinas, chocolate MILFs, Asian midgets.
Okay, you can stop now.
Oh, that's all right. I also found some toilet lickers, hardcore grannies, meth mommies.
Okay, I think we're going to end the interview right there.
I like your feet, by the way.
That's a perfect example of the Democrats.
And
I know it's not Friday, but that one was too funny. I couldn't save it till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, because you can see him saying that kind of stuff. That guy is like whacked out.
He's on some site that had young girls on it. I mean, it's not like they're all older people. Yeah.
But they won't call him a pedophile. I won't say that word. They'll just scream about Trump. Trump again with the whole thing. Anyway, there was a bad bus accident on 95, which again was they pulled up. Well, they interviewed the driver.
Well, George, can you elaborate a little bit on where it was on 95? Because 95 is a very long road.
On the video because I forgot how big 95 is. I got, I had a knife thrown at me on 95. Play this video because.
You got Jack all choked up.
I'm gonna hook.
I swallowed water.
Sorry, Jack. But it's a long road, right, Jack?
Yeah,
it goes
very
from
long.
Maine to Florida.
Goes through a few states.
Yep, all the way down the coast.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many states does it cover? That's a good question for Thursday.
What's that, George? How many states does it cover?
10.
No, wrong.
I have to think.
No, wrong. Okay, Mr. Smartass. How many?
I gotta tell you, I know.
Because you don't know. That's why. That's why you're not going to tell me you don't know.
Exactly 13.
No.
I was gonna say 11 or 12, but okay.
13, just like the college. I can mention them all.
Stafford County, and it hit several cars. They say 3 adults and 2 children, a 13-year-old girl and a 7-year-old boy, were killed. At least 44 people were taken to local hospitals, 3 of them with critical injuries. The bus was operated by E&P Travel. It was heading from New York City to Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, federal investigators are looking into New York licensing records, training documentation, and the driver's history after Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy revealed this on X. He says, per local police, the driver was a man who came from China, who became a U.S. citizen and doesn't speak English. He received his commercial driver's license from New York State in 2024. We have reached out to local police to confirm the information and have not yet heard back. Duffy, though, has been cracking down on what he says are illegally issued commercial driver's licenses. He says, at the minimum, bus drivers should be able to
read the signs. And it's just unbelievable how...
And speak to their passengers.
No, but let me tell you something. A lot of times you'll have an accident with a Chinese guy. All of a sudden, they can't speak English because the guy hit my car, and all of a sudden, and that's all he kept on going. And I said, yo, I know you can speak English. Don't tell me that shit.
Somebody just fact-checked you, George.
I can see George saying that.
Somebody just fact-checked you on how many states
I know.
I-95 runs through. See, I told you weren't right.
How many states?
15.
15?
Sinflower did it. Sin fact-checked him.
I know somebody's going to check me.
All right, Sin.
You just want to put me to shame.
I'm going to bust those big balls.
No, but see, George, when you sit there, you tell it like it's people got to question it. That's the thing, you know.
Listen, I'm a Brooklyn guy.
It's catchy. I like to question things too.
See,
you
George
do, Sean. No, no.
Yeah.
George is just trying to prove that we need to check what we hear.
That's right.
Yeah, that's all. That's right.
Oh,
Good job,
Jack,
George.
way to go there. Yeah. Stick it up for George.
Hey, he's my brother, same town brother, man. I gotta be good.
Yeah, but Jack don't speak Brooklynese.
I speak Jersey.
Yeah. See, Jack speaks Jersey.
Hey, Chris,
Jersey Jack.
My kids give me a hard
Chris,
time.
I
tell
smack Sean in the head for me. Come on, Chris. Yeah, well, that was exciting about the driver, but you know, I don't know how he became a citizen, but you can't speak English unless they got the thing in Chinese. You know what I mean?
That's a good question. Do they give the driver's test
in different languages? But
yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Do they do that? Maybe they do. That we should investigate.
I know.
What's that? What'd you say, Trix?
If they give the driving test in different languages,
yeah, they do
instead of English.
They do. They got it in Spanish. And
I mean, when I get my medicine from Humana, it comes with a sheet of paper with about 80 languages on it.
Every language they got in there. They even got that
pretty
Muslim
much.
Shit.
Yep, pretty
they got
much.
that Muslim shit on there. Whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you all saw over in England where the kid got stabbed, and the cops telling you, I don't see a stabbing. He died a few minutes later.
Yeah, and they cuffed him. They tell him to cuff him. He says, "I need help."
Yeah.
And the parents come out. That's going to be, like, remember the revolution that was the shot heard around the world when they shot, British. Oh, this is going to be the same thing now because the people are up in arms, man, and they need something to wake them up. And this kid was the sacrificial lamb. I hope they do something.
Couple weeks ago, they had a big rally with Tommy Thompson. They were out in large numbers.
Yeah,
I mean, you have to. You're driving down the street, and these Muslims are kneeling on mats in the middle of the road, and you're like, I got to put up with this.
What's funny, Tommy, when I saw him at Mar-a-Lago, he had longer hair and a big beard, but he shaved himself all up now because he's on the news a lot. So.
Yeah.
He's part of the Proud Boys.
Yeah. Well, they try to make him look bad, but he's got the heart of England in his hand.
Oh yeah.
Their prime minister is a traitor. I mean, nothing less than that.
Oh, he's a typical person that would be in the Democratic Party.
Yep.
He's got that liberal mentality. Oh, we don't want to start any problems between anybody else. It was the sheik's thing that carries a knife, and
yep.
That's why we can't give up our guns. Let me tell you, because they first it starts. It starts out.
Well, they don't have any guns over there, George.
I know.
Yeah. They don't have any guns there. But the government's first responsibility really should be to protect its citizens. And
but
when
it's not in the Constitution. There's not one thing in the Constitution that says that the police and everybody has to protect the citizen. It's not in the Constitution at all. I had a big thing.
I'm just talking in general. Because you're speaking about England. The police failed their responsibility to protect the citizen.
Remember they arrested that woman with the things on Facebook Messenger. They went into her house and took a phone and arrested her because she said something about Muslims.
But
over in England, yeah.
George, that's what I was trying to say. They failed to protect the guy that got stabbed, but they're worried about going and taking people out because of speaking something on social media. Mm-hmm. If you say something a little wrong, they want to arrest you. Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah. I mean, it's crazy over there. Mm-hmm. And don't think they don't want that to happen here either.
Yeah. Definitely, most definitely.
France is having riots too.
Yeah.
But anyway, as they were defending these other people, there's a cute little video clip of Step by Step. Remember that song, like Step by Step? If you want to play that video there, Mrs. Producer.
Trixie Baby.
Stages of Islam. America's in the first stage right now. It looks like woke Islam. They're inclusive. You have Muslims who are okay with trans and homosexual ideologies, but if I went to the Gaza Strip as a gay man and I went in the street and said I am gay, before I could finish that sentence, I'd be murdered in the street. But here in America, the Muslims are okay with it. They're tolerating it. Why? Because they're the minority right now. Stage 2 is what's happening in Germany and in Europe. They've invaded that country and basically taken political power. And no, if you say something that you disagree with the Muslims, they're not going to physically hurt you, but you know what they're going to call you? They're going to call you an Islamophobe. And then stage 3 is Islam that you would see in the Middle East. And that is if you do not convert to Islam, alhamdulillah, they will kill you.
That's true.
Yep. Yeah, it's always in stages. The first are the victim, and then they're the conqueror.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, it's called getting a foot. It's called getting a foothold.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's
Right?
what they do.
They
They play the victim. Yeah, well, that's what they do. They play the victim. And now you see how they're getting elected into offices and everything else. They'll start in all the blue states.
Yeah, I can't sit saying we just got that guy in Jersey. They just put that idiot up the back of the blind sheik.
Yeah, we played that yesterday. Yep, we played that yesterday.
Yeah.
That's the district. That's the district next to me, Jack.
Yep.
And yep. I never thought I'd say I'd rather see Bonnie Watson Coleman stay there as the council person or council person,
congresswoman,
congresswoman.
Yeah, here we are. We're coming up on year 25 of the World Trade Center, and they've got a Muslim mayor of New York, the same place that they tried to destroy.
They put the prayer rugs in front of the place.
Yeah,
and the thing, they got the prayer rugs.
But you know what, though? But think about this, and this is why primaries are so important. Jack, that person you mentioned that won, there were 12 people going for the nominee, right?
Wow.
So you had 12 people, and then you had and you don't have a big turnout for the primaries. Unfortunately, there really isn't. I mean, there's just not a good turnout for the primaries, and people not getting out to vote. They end up I mean, there probably would have been probably another Democrat we could have lived with before this one, but all the lefties go out and vote, and that's what happened. That's why the guy got in.
Hey, Trix, when your dog started to bark, I was going to move my mouth like it was me.
I know he saw something outside.
Yeah, we played the video yesterday. You want to put that back up again? There was a lot of people missing yesterday.
Yeah, and then
not the one about sandwiches, right?
No.
No, that's a good one though.
Look all you other idiots in there, the Karens that are saying now they go after it. It's unbelievable.
Well,
that's insane.
Yeah, well, Dr. Oz has the cure for it.
Do you have any medical advice for the Americans out there that are suffering from a very serious ailment called Trump derangement syndrome?
I am concerned about folks who have focused their entire life energy on dislike of the president. It's disheartening to see people lost in that way, but it's treating stupid is really hard.
Do you have any?
That was perfect.
I know. I try to segue in there when I can with some stuff. I keep stuff off to the side every once in a while. And just wait.
That was perfect. Treating stupid.
You saying you have a side piece?
Huh?
Are you saying you have a side piece?
Yeah, Rico. What do you think?
He hasn't been mentioned. Rico hasn't been mentioned in a while.
Neither is Gina Haspel. I'm still waiting for that. I'm still waiting on Gina Haspel. That John Solomon said stuff was going to happen, and
she's trying to get one. That's where she is.
Yeah, probably. Do you know we were talking about those hearings yesterday? Though this is a pretty good one. Rubio, you got to love Rubio. I think he's really elevated his snack.
They are afraid of him.
Sleeping right next to you.
No, he's not.
If Donald Trump cannot stay awake at these important meetings where the cameras are rolling, imagine what he's like when the cameras are not there. So I'm going to ask you, have you been at classified meetings where Donald Trump has fallen asleep or had trouble staying awake?
I've never been at any meeting where, and the things you're showing me now, he was not falling asleep. And
So-
I think
so
it's
you're
outrageous
lying
that I'm before
again.
the Foreign Affairs
You're lying
Committee of the United States
consistently
House of Representatives
to
asking questions about
Congress.
sleep.
You're
This is a
lying to
joke.
Congress, Secretary Rubio. So I'm going to show you another video in a moment.
Respond to that, other than to tell you that it's absurd and ridiculous. And I can't believe we're in a Foreign Affairs Committee meeting in front of the House at an important time in American foreign policy.
Just keep lying,
answering
Secretary Rubio.
questions
Just keep
from
lying.
a so-called, supposedly someone who thinks he's a medical expert when he's not. The truth of the matter is we had a cognitively impaired president in office a few years ago. That's a cognitively impaired president, but I don't like to talk about that because it weakens America. This president we have, this is a guy that literally doesn't sleep. He works day and night, long hours, every single day. I don't know if you haven't seen him in 8 days. I saw him yesterday. I didn't see him today, but yesterday because I was in Congress the day before. I talked to him at all hours of the day and night. He works inhumane hours. Okay, I've been on foreign trips with the president that he doesn't sleep in the whole flight. And everyone else is sleeping on the plane, and he's, wandering the hallways looking for someone to wake up and talk to that people are. So I don't know what you're referring to, but he has an incredible amount of energy. I'm just telling you, you may not like his policies. You may not like his policies, you may not like the decisions he's made, but I assure you, this is not a president that sleeps or is cognitively impaired in any way, shape, or form, and in fact is incredibly active, much more so in many cases than much younger people that are around him. Those are facts. I see it every day. You're not going to agree because you have another narrative that you want to push. But
Perfect.
Did you got that other one about the shoes?
No, I don't have the one about the shoes. That was funny too.
Did you hear him on the one when he said about, is this a dunk tank?
Yeah.
Are they putting me in a dunk tank?
But that one there, you could tell the majority of these Chinese that are in political, they're all subsidized by China. You could tell because of the propaganda. They just push the same narrative constantly about him something. And the best one was from.
What state is Ted Lieu from? Is he California?
I think so.
Yeah. And
they should look into.
The one that talked about the shoes was from California.
Well, they should look into Ted Lieu's donations. Is what they should do.
Oh, speaking of that, I'm not trying to change the subject, but it kind of relates to the CCP. Anna Paulina Luna yesterday, after she was questioning Rubio, and they were talking about Code Pink. Doing all the protests and everything, and she walked outside and somebody from Code Pink assaulted her and smacked her and everything right in front of her staff and everything, and she filed charges yesterday.
Is there any video of that?
Not that I seen. I just saw the post where she posted it that she was assaulted yesterday after talking with Rubio. So these people, like why I brought that up was because you were talking about Ted Lieu. Yeah, CCP. I'm sure he gets CCP money. I would have no doubt on that one whatsoever. They're so infiltrated. But like people in the chat are even mentioning, look at all the interns in the back just sitting there laughing and giggling. I think Rubio should get the new title of Honey Badger away from Steve Bannon.
Yeah, Rubio's fantastic. He's been fantastic.
He's elevated it. Yeah, he's elevated his retorts, is what I'll say.
Yeah, I don't want to get ahead of the game, but he'd be my choice in 2028.
Oh,
well,
Rubio?
Yeah.
Let's not get ahead of the game.
I hear
let's get through the midterms first.
I hear you.
Yeah, Rubio got a balls transplant. Yeah, I think so.
Cool. They have an agreement between him and Vance.
I want to see Vance, Rubio, and then Rubio.
That's what they're gonna do. It's Vance,
the next time
Rubio, Vance, and then Vance, Rubio, and then Rubio, Vance. But I think Trump is gonna do a third term. That'll shock everybody.
Somebody had.
It's just his third term.
No, it's going to be an actual third term. It'll be actually his fourth term, but it's third term.
That's not going to
like
happen.
Obama.
Not going to happen, George.
Let's see.
George, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen.
I think he's going to threaten it just to keep their heads exploding.
I think he's going to get the crown.
Yeah, somebody had a court order they were passing around on social media. I seen it, and I think it's to divide MAGA, and it looked like it came from the Supreme Court, and that it was a decision that Trump's second term was vacated because of the foreign election interference and everything. And I think that was just to start shit on social media and get people arguing.
If they prove Oh, here it is. It was on TMZ. Let's see if I can get it down here.
Hey, loves, how you doing? We seen you pop in.
Ain't gonna happen, George. It's not gonna happen.
You never know.
Not gonna happen.
Strange things have happened before.
For the effort they put in that, there's a lot more other things to prove, like the 2020 theft of the election. There's a lot of things to prove, but people held accountable for what they've done with COVID and the election. It's a lot of stuff to do. I think that's like bottom of the barrel for anything else.
Sometimes there's so much
the one
going
that's in
on.
charge of Code Pink. That crazy woman that's in charge of Code Pink that punched her.
Oh, is that who it was?
I didn't know who it was. She just said somebody assaulted her.
Download it because I have to put the voice up. But I'll do it for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a nut job, that lady.
I can adjust the voice a little bit if you send it to me. I know if you don't record it with the voice all the way up, we get low volume on this. But I can.
Well, that's what I got to do. I'll download it for tomorrow. We're gonna do it for Freaky Friday.
Oh, I can't wait till tomorrow. I love Frisky Friday.
You got to get the shoes for Rubio and this one here with the pink.
Are you going to wear the shoes, George? That's what I want to know.
Let me tell you this something. The floor shine shoes. I got a pair of floor shine shoes that's about 40 years old.
40-year-old shoes?
That's right.
Floor shine shoes were that good. Yeah,
you must have kept good care of them before 40 years old.
Well, I polished it. Always polished them. Always the spit shine. We had to. It was a big thing about having.
You polished them? Did you polish them or polish them?
No, polish. I had
Be careful.
Look at Tracy Popper. Look at
Be
Tracy
careful.
Pop up there.
Well, polish and polish are the same thing. I don't know. Oh, wait for tomorrow. We got a video for tomorrow for Frisky Friday. You got to watch it tomorrow. If you have a problem going to the bathroom, we have a problem.
If you're full of shit, we know how to take care of it.
That's right.
Uh-oh. I could almost think of it, what this video is going to be tomorrow.
Well, yeah. My warped sense of humor to begin with, and then add the circus clown over there into it. And
what a compliment. What a fucking brown-nosed Marcus. Look at this. George's shoes are hard to fill short.
Unbelievable. First time I didn't use it for shot.
I didn't say I wanted to step in George's shoes. I just said he must take. I said he must have took very good care of those shoes to be 40 years old.
I remember.
Hey, how about
shoes?
Chris Eppolito said the good thing. George, Chris Eppolito, to sum it up, pretty much said the good thing about third term talk is it makes their heads explode. That's true. I think I'm gonna buy a Trump 20. I'm gonna buy a Trump 2028 hat. I think.
I got one.
We got it already.
I got one.
Do you have one?
Yeah, I wore it the other day. I wore it. I had it on for the escort. I had that ball cap on.
Oh, did you?
Mm-hmm.
No helmet?
No.
You didn't wear a helmet?
Because I trust the impeccable driving skills of my chauffeur.
We're on close roads with
It's not the driver. It's not your driver you got to worry about. It's the other driver.
I had cops right behind me. Nobody was going to hit us.
All right. Oh, okay.
That's why I'm on the back of the line. That's why I'm on the back of the line, because some people don't know how to ride in an escort.
No, you ride on the expressway and everything. You wear a helmet, but Indiana's no helmet. And I know it's not a good thing to do, but it was a slow ride, so it's okay.
And a dusty one.
Isn't there a song, Slow Ride?
Yeah.
Slow riding.
Yeah, I think it was that Foreigner. All right.
Yeah. Or no, is it Fog Hat?
Oh yeah, Fog Hat. Yeah.
Right.
Trump bought everyone a pair. All the guys, he bought them all a pair of shoes that are on his cabinet. He bought them all shoes.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Every cabinet member he did.
Surprised the Democrats didn't accuse of him having a shoe.
Well, that's why they brought up about the shoes with Rubio. That's what he said. I'm here. I got to find that video. It was funny the way they did it. It was that stupid rag from California. The one that looks, she just.
Oh, Mark put in the chat. He went opposite to Trixie. He says, with a hard head like that, you don't need a helmet. Just kidding. Mark didn't say that. Mark said Trixie ain't afraid of nothing. That's what he said.
Yeah,
I ad-libbed there.
Yeah, I just have little balls.
Hey, Mark, you just did
go.
a Brooklyn expression. Trixie ain't scared.
There you go. Ain't scared of nothing. Ain't scared of nothing.
Not scared of nothing.
You see, use that line. I'm not as scared.
Yeah. So you know who? This is a good one. I'm going to play this for you guys. I know you got to pop. Do you have to pop out right now, Sean? It's 9:15.
Yeah. It didn't start yet, so I'm looking on my other phone here. So
okay, then you can enjoy.
If I have to pop out, I will. But I'll stay as long as I can.
Well, this is for your viewing pleasure before you leave.
Okay.
I'm going to make you want to hurl.
Uh-oh.
Literally signed the 113-page document publicly listing all of his individual stock trades at the same time that he is making decisions affecting those stocks. So you're going to sit here with straight face and say it's not a conflict of interest for the President of the United States to do that?
I'm going to say this body needs to get its house in order first.
How about we get the White House in order at the same time?
I would encourage you to do that.
I don't trade in individual stocks. I don't own any individual stocks. My house is in order. Thank you.
Senator, you're very
Mr.
rich.
Secretary.
Others
So
on this committee can't say that, Senator.
Let's look at some individual trades. On January 6th, Donald Trump purchased up to $1 million worth of NVIDIA stock. 1 week later, his administration changed U.S. policy and loosened the rules on export controls so that NVIDIA could sell its chips to China. Now the price of NVIDIA stock is through the roof. So Secretary Bessent, you said last year, if any private citizen traded the way members of Congress do, quote, the SEC would be knocking on their door. So my question is, should the SEC be knocking on President Trump's door to start an investigation over this trade?
Again, if this body wants to ban individual stock trading, which I would advocate for yourselves, start there. And if you want legislative action to continue, that's your prerogative.
So it's our prerogative. So you would support our saying that President Trump should be investigated over this?
I would support
our trade should be investigated and President Trump should be investigated.
I would support you getting your house in order, Senator.
And how about the White House getting its house in order?
Again,
would you support that investigation?
Please lead by example.
I would like to see the President of the United States lead by example. You say there should be an investigation when that kind of activity takes place. How about we start with the White House?
Let's do one statute.
more.
The President
Trump bought tens of thousands of dollars worth of stock in Robinhood and the Bank of New York Mellon Corporation, known as BNY. On April 6th, your Treasury Department announced it had chosen the financial agent to implement the new Trump accounts program, BNY and its partner, Robinhood. Both stocks, of course, have risen since then. So, Secretary Bessent, let me ask you a different question. If these stock purchases that Trump made were made using inside information, would that be illegal?
Again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not going to speak to that. And I think,
would it be worth investigating? You don't have to be a lawyer. You're the one who said what should be investigated.
Why don't we investigate many people on this committee, Senator? Many people.
And you don't think the White House should have to follow the same set of rules that are already the law?
I think you should get your house in order here.
My house is in order. Thank you, Mr. Secretary.
And you should have your fellow committee members, mostly on your side of the aisle, do the same.
We need stronger anti-corruption rules and conflict of interest rules in Washington for everyone. And that includes the president and it includes Congress. And instead of draining the swamp, what Donald Trump is doing is he is enriching himself by taking advantage of.
She's such
a paycheck.
How
about a beer?
That's what I said to the Denise. Said she needs a beer, and then Denise said she needs to get laid. Yeah.
Oh, did you see her husband? He clearly ain't handling business.
That's her beard. That's her beard.
How about a beer? How about a beer?
Hey,
Yeah, you want to speak it? You want to drink a beer, honey? No.
I have to say, I kind of agree with her on one thing, right? That Congress or the president, nobody should be doing that, right? They should be. We don't want them to be, focused on any of that kind of stuff. But having said that, he's right. Get your house in order first before you worry about somebody else's house.
So let me tell you about the trade.
But hang on, if it really bothers them about Trump enriching himself, as they say, which we know Trump's lost a lot of money running for president, and he's probably the only guy that lost his wealth being president, right? Or his wealth has gone negative, right? Now, that could change because he could do other things, but if it really bothers them, why don't they pass legislation that specifically would outlaw insider trading for Congress, for presidential people, people in the executive branch? Why don't they go and push and put a bill on Trump's desk for that to handle for all of it? But they never will do that because that's the gig. That's the gig.
Let's see what happened with Pelosi, right? Pelosi did that, but she blamed her husband with the trading.
Yeah, exactly.
Trump's got people that do his investments for him. So that, and his kids are doing it. He has no part of it. That's the whole thing. I mean, he's part of the company, but he has to step away from the company because of him being the president. Plus, he gives up his salary.
There was something that came out, I think, yesterday about Dell stock. He bought Dell stock, and then he went and said to people something about buy Dell stock, and then like a couple of days later, they got a $9 billion contract or something. I mean, listen, if something stinks, it stinks, but but they just want to go against Trump. That's all it's about. It's not about really what's right or wrong. It's about Trump. That's what it's about.
They don't have any other argument but Trump.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I see political ads. They're saying, "I'm here to stop Trump. Vote for me. I'm here to stop Trump." That's all it is. That's what they want to run against.
With Pratt, right? Pratt did the same thing with Pratt. They're saying he's a little Trump.
Yep.
The California elections, they blamed on Trump. How is Trump responsible for the governorship or for the mayorship in L.A., but they blamed it on Trump?
Yeah.
Well, I like Besant smirking at her. I think that
Super Trooper said in the thing, okay, so that's good. Super Trooper gave some context to that. Dell stock was about how Dell gave $6 billion to the Trump accounts. I didn't see that part. I just heard them bitching about it yesterday. So thanks for that, Super Trooper.
Well, he said too that you could put it in a blind trust. Yeah. I mean, that's what they should be doing anyways. But like you guys all brought the point up. I mean, look at how much there is going on. That's where they make their money, from the insider trading. That and, the different grift off the different committees that they're on and everything. But I don't think there's probably too many people. I repeat this all the time, but I think Tim Burchett is one of the only honest people that's in Congress.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion. Yep. There's too many of them.
That's a good opinion. That's a good opinion. I agree. I kind of agree with you on that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's honest enough to talk about everything. And just like he was talking about, I'm not bringing up conspiracy stuff, but he came out, about the UFO stuff and everything. And now one of the researchers that was missing, she wasn't really a researcher. She was an assistant at Los Alamos, but they found her out by Taos, New Mexico, and they found her skeletonized. And there was a gun towards the side of her, and she was propped up against a tree. And they said her husband worked there too. And she rode to work with her husband. But she wiped out her telephone, all the info on her telephone and everything, and left her ID and stuff at home, went with her husband to work. And when they got to the Los Alamos, she told him she forgot her name badge at home. And she went home supposedly to get it. Somebody said they seen her walking down the road and then started running or something, like she was trying to get away from somebody. And then she came up missing, and now they found her shot, propped up against a tree. So you can't tell me that there isn't something really nefarious going on. There's just it's not a coincidence that all these people that worked with propulsion and zero energy are coming up missing in very questionable circumstances.
Well, it cost Trump $100 million in legal fees.
What?
Legal fees. It cost him over $100 million in legal fees.
Who?
George, we're talking about something totally different. What are you talking?
He's trying to get me out of the wormhole stuff is what he's doing. That's what he's doing.
That's Wednesday. Stop.
No,
Yeah,
but that's just an update to what's going on about honesty and stuff. So that's the only reason I brought it up, so that everybody knows. Just follow that, because there's something to it.
That's scary. I mean, that's not normal where all these people took off. It's just not.
You don't wipe your phone and then go missing, and everybody wiped their phone and went missing. There's something to it. You know, is it them wiping their phone, or is it the powers that be that are going in there and electronically scrubbing everything? It's not normal. That's all I'm going to say.
I'd be inclined to agree that it was the powers that be that probably did it, leaving nothing behind that could be found.
Yeah, and even but it's weird. It's weird that, you know, her and her husband both work for the same stuff, right? So same industry, same company, whatever, same contractor, and then but she don't talk to the husband about anything. Was it to protect him?
You know, maybe he knew, maybe he was the one that said, hey, she's onto something, or she's doing this or doing that, because it's the same thing with Amy Eckridge. Now what is it? Michael Salas coming up and saying that she really didn't die, that she basically has hidden herself, and her father was in that business too. So it's generational. So there's a lot to it. It's not a coincidence that, and just like Nancy Guthrie, they still haven't found her.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think she was working on propulsion stuff though.
No, but I think it was what's her name? Her daughter was the first one to interview about the Epstein case and everything. And I'll still say that they took her mother, and because she was never found, as a warning to quit talking about that stuff. That's just my opinion.
It could be.
But you know me, I always look on the weird side. So
where was Hillary Clinton that night?
That's when they got to trace this Hillary. They got to ping Hillary.
Yeah. They should have her on Life 360. You know where she is all the time.
We went to jail with Epstein.
What's that, George?
I said, were you at the? No, I'm talking about Hillary with the pinging of the phone, which
were
you at the jail? Oh, I get you. Okay.
Did your phone show up outside the jail?
Minute missing there, so there was a minute.
Yeah, that's odd too. That's odd too.
Yeah, there's what Bannon always says it. I hate to quote Bannon, but what he said, there is no conspiracy, but there are no, but it is, what is it? No, how does it go?
There are no coincidences, but there is no conspiracy or whatever.
Yeah. There is no conspiracy, but there are no coincidences.
I keep getting flashbacks of Jack Nicholson saying, "You can't handle the truth."
Oh man, that's a good.
Didn't they guard? You know, since George brought that up with Hillary with the prison and Epstein, didn't the guard get some kind of money or something like that? Didn't they say the guard had like money deposited?
The two guys. Yep. There were two of them. Two security guys, but they got plenty of money, so they got fired. So it doesn't matter. They must have got $1 million apiece.
They're probably collecting social benefits right now.
Yep.
I think they're collecting a lot more than benefits.
Oh yeah.
Like Hillary, I think her hobby is collecting bodies. I think she likes to make those. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. You said it, what I was saying.
What do you say?
Notches on a belt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and that's a good kind. That's a good kind.
Yeah, Hillary notches aren't pleasurable notches. That's for sure.
They're usually the belt around the neck, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the whole thing is that let me see it. Let me commit suicide. Let me shoot myself in the back of my head.
Twice.
Do
it twice and then hang yourself. That's always the fun way.
Well, when Foster shot himself years back, they had the gun in the wrong hand. You know, it's like,
I remember that. I remember that really well. And then you want to get into it even more. the building that blew up in Oklahoma had all the records from the FBI about Whitewater and everything in it. How how convenient was that?
Only half a building. Only the half a building blew up. A certain
Just
section.
the part that had the records.
Mhm.
Yeah, at a certain point, if they needed to be blown up.
Well, and remember that too. They searched the White House for the files over and over, and all of a sudden they mysteriously appeared on a table in the president's living room area. Come on, nobody saw that for months looking.
What was that?
The Whitewater files. They searched the White House looking for the files too, to see if they were in the personal possession. And it turned out that one day they just showed up on a table in the living quarters at the White House.
Well, and they showed when Foster killed himself, they cleared his office out within an hour of his killing himself. All those records were gone.
What about the assassination the first time with Butler? Trump, right? They got rid of the body. They
cremated the guy.
Washed the blood off the roof.
The whole thing it's just unbelievable how. And you know what's funny? It's not funny, but it's amazing how the Democrats wipe the clean slates. And if the Republicans did it, it'd be like the end of the world.
But think about what you just said, though. Clean the blood off the roof. It's a crime scene.
Yeah.
Right? Law Detective 101 is you don't want to disturb the crime scene. Right?
Yep.
Now, they're going to say, well, they didn't want to slip on the roof, but, it's you don't disturb the crime scene.
They didn't want you to get the blood for the simple reason they would have found traces of drugs in there.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Some kind of drug that affects the way he thinks. Yeah. Yeah, I call this the Bourne Identity era. That show had more truth to it than we realized.
Oh yeah. Everything. The CIA is terrible. That's what I can tell you.
Yeah. Well, everything they're doing right now in our country is what they did in other countries.
Loves is saying that the family had him cremated, not the FBI. Now, I guess the family has to be the ones to okay that to be done, but I don't know.
No, because they did that with Ashley Babbitt.
Yeah, well, they cremated the body right away, but they lawyered up right away with Hillary Clinton's lawyers. Everybody forgot about that one.
Yeah, and they're not cheap. They're not cheap attorneys. Who's paying for those attorneys?
Go back to Justice Scalia when he died. They cremated him right away.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get rid of the evidence.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Well, how about a little bit of trivia? You guys want to play some trivia today?
Sure.
Let's play some trivia. Oh yes, indeed. Let's play.
That's a tough question.
I knew that was coming up. I knew right away.
Yeah, I know you knew. Okay, this is a good one. This is a hard one. We're going to see how good our educational system is or was. It depends on how old everybody is here. All right.
I'm trying to stay
Who was the only woman, and this is a good one, to serve as the prime minister of a Muslim majority country?
Oh, I think I know, but I won't answer.
Yeah, you can't. You're on.
I know. I won't.
Yeah,
so who was the only woman to serve as a prime minister of a Muslim majority country?
That's a good one.
Red Ginger says, was she assassinated?
There are no hints. There are no clues.
No hints, Red. All right. Mark's, let's see. Whiskey Tango says Joe Obama. Mark says Indira Gandhi. Loves Christ Goldier. Super Trooper. Who was Margaret Thatcher? Well, it wasn't an Islamic country then.
I don't know Muslim there.
Mark has SP. I don't know what that means. Denise says, I don't know Muslim trivia. Florida for Trump says gold something.
Where's Billy?
Yeah, we need Billy on this one. Loves Christ says she misspelled the name, but I didn't spell it to Trixie, so Trixie may have spelled it right. Who knows? Yeah. One citizen, Daryl, says, Margaret Thatcher, Britanistan.
Oh.
Oh man, I can't
I had to check if I was right, but I am, but I won't say it, I promise.
TSM says Mrs. Nobody. Pat Carr, Butto. Super Trooper says I missed the irony. No, I see the irony. That's why I said it's not from way back then. Little Chicky says I don't know any Muslims. Pat Carr, Beniz Budo. Marianne Ward says not the trivia, but Roseanne Boylan was murdered and J6 and cremated before her family could get. Oh, what happened in my chat here? I just lost it. Wait a minute. There it is. Was cremated before family could get a second autopsy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, me neither. Gold in my ear. I never thought of that one.
Definitely not Karen, Attila the Hun. And Pat Carr says, Benazir Bhutto was Prime Minister of Pakistan. Florida for Trump says I can't spell knowing, meaning I think he said meant nothing, but I think that's the joke is he misspelled nothing. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, closing it out.
Yep, closing it out.
Once,
give you the answer tomorrow.
I can tell you there were a couple of right answers.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Yeah. And it wasn't golden earring or gold in my ear.
No.
I never thought of that, breaking it up like that.
Huh?
I never thought of breaking it up like that. Gold in my ear. My ear, gold in my ear. She was a tough woman.
Gold in my ear?
She was tough. She was
Denise said she looked it up. So
well,
yeah.
anyway.
I read some of the comments. It's funny. They were talking about making all the Red said make a tent on the lawn or make a dormitory for all the Congress people to have to stay there so it won't be so expensive and their families can stay home. And then he said it would be the dorm of debauchery is what Billy said.
Hey, did you see the guy that was complaining because he's not getting invited to the MMA fight at the White House?
Yeah, who the hell is that guy?
I don't know, but he was going to be outside with a bullhorn making noise because he wasn't invited to the fight.
He says something about Netanyahu was going to be there and he's about Jewish or something. I don't know.
He wasn't Jewish enough, he said, yeah.
He was banned from coming. They told him he couldn't come. And so he said he was going to stand outside the fight with a bullhorn and start all kinds of
Is that like a Joe Biden line that you're not Jewish enough?
But that's what he said. They said.
Remember Joe Biden with the "You're not black enough."
You're not black enough.
You might be one of
those.
George, Dr. Mike Schwartz is in the chat, and he says, his writing isn't clear here, but he says, George, saw your missed call. I'm on today. I'll call you when I clear."
Okay.
Clear what? Customs? I'm not sure what he's clearing.
His schedule?
Yeah. Maybe clear his schedule.
What was going on? Charlie was.
Yep. So, welcome back today, Mike. He took the day off yesterday, and he's back on it today. So I'm sure
you needed a day.
We'll be raiding him at 10 then.
That's good. That's good.
You want to play Susan?
Sure, George. We'll play her.
not only did President Trump drop the F-bomb more than once in his call with Bibi, he also pulled rank. According to the Axios administration source, Trump told Netanyahu, "You're effing crazy. You'd be in prison if it weren't for me. I'm saving your ass. Everybody hates you, and everybody hates Israel because of this." So set aside that this makes the crowd that keeps telling you Trump is Netanyahu's puppet look like the fools they are. Look at what the leak actually shows. Do you think Donald Trump took a poll of his advisors before he made that phone call to Netanyahu? He didn't. He decided, and then he acted. That is the power of the American presidency. When it's occupied by one individual who takes personal responsibility for protecting his nation and beyond, and then acts. And that is exactly what is not supposed to happen. Not in John Bolton's world, not in the world of the Anglo-American elite that spent 80 years building the apparatus to keep the president on a leash. And Bolton spells out what Trump has dismantled.
He has all but dismantled the National Security Council decision-making structure, which, if it does anything, tries to provide presidents with the information they need to make a decision, gives them options, gives them cost-benefit analysis.
The translation of that? The president is supposed to be handed his options by the permanent intelligence bureaucracy. And the model that Bolton reaches for, by name, is the Brent Scowcroft paradigm for running the National Security Council. And that is the very paradigm that gave us the endless rounds of Mideast wars that Donald Trump is in the process of ending. So Bolton's hope, which is shared by people like Mark Carney and the Chatham House crowd and all the Obama leftovers, is that the Trump era is just an interregnum, a blip.
I think the party fundamentally remains a Reaganite or Reagan-Bush party on foreign policy, and I think when Trump leaves office, that will be clear. I think there's going to be a fight for the soul of the party, but I think the Reagan wing is going to win. Well, I think Trump is an aberration.
Now, he calls it the Reagan wing, but his own reference to Scowcroft gives the game away. It's not Reagan, it's Bush. So if Bolton thought that Trump's decision-making was an aberration, I'm not sure what word he's going to use for what has come next. The appointment of Housing Administrator Bill Pulte as the new acting director of national intelligence. The entire national security establishment and intelligence community and their press outlets are going bananas. The British press warned that Americans will be less safe. And the Washington Post editorialized that this was a terrible choice. Now, the Democrats put their own hysterical spin on it, warning that Pulte is going to help Trump steal the midterm elections. And John Thune and his posse of Senate Republicans weren't much better, warning that Pulte is going to weaponize national intelligence. That is a pretty high degree of uniparty panic, and it's justified, because Vice President J.D. Vance told us exactly why. He said, "Bill's a great guy who recognizes that the bureaucracy of the intel community must respond to the elected leadership rather than the other way around. He'll do great." So, yeah, let that sink in. For 80 years, the arrangement was simple. The permanent intelligence apparatus managed the elected president. So Donald Trump just put his own loyalist at the top of that process. So when Bolton complains about officials saying, "Yes, sir, we'll do that," that's not dysfunction. That's a republic taking its government back from the empire's caretakers. If you want to be on the inside of this fight, subscribe to Promethean Action's free newsletter. We cover the fight from the standpoint of the real war, the war of empire versus sovereign nations. The link is in the description. Now,
whoops, sorry.
Yes man that Bolton named in his complaint, Pete Hegseth. Well, here's what the Secretary of War was doing while the establishment melted down.
Oh, I was right. Do you know Trump did an interview with Miranda Devine too the other day? It was Pod Force One for the New York Post, and he did not deny saying he told Bibi that he was fucking crazy. She asked him, and he said, Well, I was very
Yeah.
perturbed. And then Bibi came out and they asked him the same thing. And Bibi said that we're like family, you know, we might have a little spat or something, but we eventually get along. So I think I believe everything that he did say.
Well, Bibi wanted to go all out in hell, but the whole thing is Trump is trying to control him. You know, everybody says that the rumor was always around, oh, Trump is Bibi's bitch and everything else. And that's all stems by Alex Jones keeps on saying that, and so does Tucker, and so does Candace Owens. I brought this up the other day about these networks that come out with these podcasters that talk shit that they think they know. And you know where they're getting their information from? Bolton.
Well, and all of their attitudes are based on their anti-Semitism. I mean, it's anybody that knows Trump knows that nobody controls him. Not Melania, not his kids, not anybody. He says and does what he thinks is right.
And the thing that's bad is that people aren't educated. Like everybody said, like let's just say Byron Donalds, right? They're saying, no, he's getting money from AIPAC. You go on AIPAC.com, you'll see every congressman and every Democrats, every Republicans get money from them. The only one that didn't was Matt Gaetz. That was the only one that didn't. And now Tim Burchett doesn't get it either. You know, but I'm just saying this is what they do. They only look at one thing and not look at the whole picture. Every time they do the same shit because they want the most important thing that the Democrats want to do is to destroy MAGA. That's what their mission is. And Jeffrey said it.
Well, George, you got hang on, George. You're right, but you have to add another group to that.
What?
The establishment Republicans.
Oh yeah, well, they're 100% right.
They want to see, yeah.
They don't want to see Trump successful at all, because it'll kill the narrative. A guy from the outside took control and did what they had to do, what he had to do for the country.
I just don't. You know, it's funny that leaked phone call, right? I saw that come out originally by, I guess it was liberal sources, or like media kind of was reporting that. You know, I don't know. They
I think it was a trap to catch a leaker myself.
That could be too. Yeah, that could be too.
That's possible.
And you know what? They may have not denied it just because they're like, hey, this kills two birds with one stone. One, we catch a leaker, and two, it wipes out that narrative, the Trump puppet narrative.
Yep.
You clear the air on it.
Yeah. I think, and that's probably why he used such outrageous language too, because he knew it would get leaked, and that's the perfect way to catch a leaker.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they talk like that, but he always says what a beautiful phone call he's had with this leader, a beautiful phone call with that leader, and he didn't this time.
Hey, he did
the most beautiful.
What about the guy that was when he went to visit that plant, and the guy told him that you're a pedophile and everything else, and Trump turned around and told him, "Fuck you." He said it exactly that way down here.
Yeah, but he knew that, you know, if you say something like that and you're looking for a leaker, that's the perfect thing to say.
Yeah,
to
no,
get
I agree.
people that leak you. You know, it's
Yeah,
going
the
to
more
make,
outrageous the language, the probably the bigger the story.
yeah, I knew it.
It's a juicy story, and they know it's gonna carry.
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, because that wasn't. I see energy put in there. Axios. Yeah, I think it was Axios that broke that, and I seen all the, you know, the liberal accounts kind of spewing that 2 days ago. So
Yeah, but you know, I think I'm not going to say refreshing, but I'm going to say I think it's really nice that we have a president that speaks the language of common people, because it makes him so much more relatable to everybody. And otherwise they look like they're so freaking arrogant when they use, you know, the correct speech and everything like that. But it does. I think it makes him more relatable to the common people, and that's who he's trying to get to anyways.
When Trump spoke in Israel, and the cabinet was there, and the president of Israel was there, he turned around to the president and says, "You know, you can pardon Bibi." Remember, he made those words, Trump. He was laughing about it when he said it, and it's true about what he said about saving his ass. You know, with Bibi's ass, because the majority of a lot of people in Israel do not like Bibi. Don't. It's like the same thing. They got Bibi syringe. What is that? The same thing like Trump. That's all.
Oh, they got him
Sean,
on.
you're
Yeah,
muted.
they got him on grift, is what they got him on.
On
They were
what?
trying- Grift. They said that he was taking money from private, was it public accounts or something, and paying for private things and everything. So it was really a bullshit charge that they had against Bibi. It wasn't anything like that would make a political difference, like with national security or foreign policy or anything. It was like an inside thing, you know. So it was like,
Oh, he's been attacked by half the people there too. I mean, you got a whole liberal force in that's going on in Israel as well, right? So
You got
The same thing that's going on with Trump is.
Yep.
They got 1.5 million Muslims living in Israel.
isn't that ironic? That's truly ironic. It really is when you think about it.
And they work and they're in the service too. They're in their army, the Muslims, and they'll fight against their own people. It's not that they don't. It's just that some of them in the army broke up the Blessed Mary statue and also turned the cross over. But the guy was a Muslim. But right away, they turned it around. That the Jews are hating the Christians. It was a Muslim guy that had the Israeli uniform on that did that. So that's what the whole problem is. People don't get the whole story.
I like to listen to the son of Hamas because they can't shut him up. He knows the truth.
Yep. Correct. Yep. So
how about this vote yesterday in Congress on the War Powers Act, and the four Republicans that jumped on board. Massey, one of them.
Massey,
Fitzpatrick
Davis.
is who?
It was Massey, Kentucky, Warren Davis of Ohio, Tom Barrett of Michigan, and Brian
Fitzpatrick.
He does that all the time, Fitzpatrick. We talked about that.
Fitzpatrick always does.
Yeah, he's an asshole. But you know what? I mean, Trump just put a truth up, and I don't want to read it because maybe that may be marked somewhere, but pretty much said this happens as we're in the final negotiations with Iran. Like, that's so, like, think about that. Tell your enemy that you want to neuter the president without telling him. Right?
Well, that's what they're basing on. That's what Iran's waiting for. They're waiting for that.
Exactly.
That's exactly what they're waiting. And their response was...
I had a conversation yesterday with a guy that works in the same company I am, and I know he hates Trump, and he said to me, he says, Trump doesn't have any cards. We don't have because I said to him, I said, Trump's looking for an exit ramp off of this war, obviously. And he says, well, Trump doesn't have no bargaining power, doesn't have no cards. I go, wait a minute, doesn't have no bargaining power. Iran can't sell a drop of oil. I think that's a pretty big bargaining chip. You know,
China doesn't have
pretty
oil.
big card.
49 tankers are blocked by the U.S. Navy. 49 tankers.
Yeah.
Well, and China is hurting for oil because of Venezuela and Iran. So I mean, Trump is winning all the way around.
The producer has a hand up. Go ahead, producer.
It's not to change the subject, but I wanted to bring something up for the women in the audience because I'll forget to do it tomorrow because it's Risky Friday. But the American First Policy Institute, look them up. They're starting, because we were talking about libtards and wildly unpopular people. They just started a campaign, and I'm part of it too. And what they're doing is you'll get a set of postcards, and you're supposed to handwrite on the postcard. And these postcards, and it'll be like America First policy initiatives and everything like that. And we're going to be sending them out to libtards and people on a mailing list. Excuse me, but they're going to be all handwritten. So it only take you a little bit of time to do it. But it's a good thing to do if you want to, push the America First agenda and you really want to MAGA the country. I think before the midterms, it'd be important, especially if you're homebound or you don't have much to do. It'll only take you a couple minutes a day to do it.
You know where they got that idea from? Republican Liberty Caucus in Florida. I mean, Republican Liberty Caucus, because they send that to all the congressmen and the senators. I do not agree with the policy of
yeah, and this is from the America First Policy Institute, and it's strictly for women. And we've got a lot of Karens, and if you want to feel like you're doing something, I think it's an important thing to do.
Good point.
Trix,
Good
you
point,
should
Dave.
you should put the link up for it if you have it. Put
Yeah,
the
put
link
the
up.
link
Yeah, I'll put the link up tomorrow. Yeah, because they'll send you the postcards for free, and I'm doing it because I think it's important. So I just wanted to mention that. Yes, and yes,
Very
I will
good.
put the link up, Denise, because and especially if you have really nice handwriting, no chicken scratch. So we'll see it. We'll see if the post office delivers them.
Back to the oil thing. I honestly think Trump will resolve this thing just before the election, and gas prices will drop real big, and he'll come out looking like a hero on it.
Well, that's what I think. I think that's why Iran is pushing to stall, because no, but I think Iran's pushing to stall because I think that's what they're trying to hold over Trump, the midterms. I don't think Trump's going to make a deal just to make a deal. I think it's got to be the right deal, and I think, unfortunately, our media is going to crucify him, and if we had a weak president, I think they would just be crucified. I don't think Trump's going to let them push him into a weak deal.
Well, did you hear what the thing was when he turned around and said, Trump says, I really don't care?
About the midterms,
that he didn't care about the people, instead of saying that he has to make a decision what he has to make a decision of. That's what he said, like he didn't care about other people's opinion.
My take on it is, even if he waits till the end and then goes back to bombing, and suddenly Iran is free of the IRGC, and then oil prices drop, he's like a chess player. They're playing checkers, and he's playing chess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it all depends. It's timing is everything, right? So the midterms have a hard date to them, and hopefully they have a hard date where we're going to say, hopefully we have a hard date in the administration where they're saying, hey, if we don't have this by this, we need to do this, this, and this, and this to be out by that date. I hope
that's
exactly it. The SAVE Act. The SAVE Act is very important, right?
Yeah, well, I guess we're not going to see that.
Well, I don't understand why, what do you call it? Like I said,
R.D. Bull put a good. Oh, I'm sorry, George.
The VP should step in because he's the president of the Senate and warn them. That's what he's got to do.
Well, R.D. Bull put a interesting thing in there that a lot of people have been talking about. And he says, Trump would have bombed the crap out of them again, except I believe we are low on munitions. And you think of all the stuff we gave over to Ukraine, right?
Yep.
We probably are low on munitions. I mean, probably are. So that's something that it could be the reason why we're stalling a little bit too.
Everybody noticed that scrolling at the bottom for the women.
Yeah, I put it slow too, so you can use your phone to take a screenshot if you can't write it down.
Only for women? Is it for men too, or just women?
It's a women's initiative. If you want to do it, George, you're more than welcome to. We'll call you Georgia if you want to.
Georgina.
No transitioning.
Georgine. You see him in a flowered dress.
You know what? That will be the Halloween show. We're gonna get George to dress up, and we're gonna call him Georgine.
Yeah, but I don't know. Red brought up a point about who was funding it. I don't know, but I joined the America First Women's policy. Joined that back when Harmeet Dillon was in charge of that. So that was quite a while ago. So
wouldn't the AFP be the Americans for Prosperity?
Oh, this is the America First Policy Institute.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so it's different, but I'll put it up again tomorrow in case you didn't catch it today. So I don't know. I just thought it'd be something. It's a grassroots initiative, so it's something kind of. Why do you don't have that song, do you?
Yes, I do. I'm looking for it.
What song?
Bomb Moran.
Oh, that's the Beach Boys.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say I'm waiting to see more come out of Iran now that they're restoring the internet, so we could see what's actually going on over there right now.
That's a great point, Jock. Yeah, that's a great point. Now they could communicate. They could, organize, right? So, it's funny. Who turned it off and who turned it on? Is the same group? Was the IRC? Or
I believe the IRGC probably shut it off.
IRGC.
They're the nut jobs that are like super radical, but they have a regular military too, and somewhere down the line they're going to conflict with each other.
Yeah, well,
they have like a regular army.
Yeah, they don't get paid.
Loves Christ says, "Oh, guess who Kent works for now? Soros and Koch at Quincy Institute." I'm assuming she's talking about Joe Kent.
What a surprise!
I don't know. I haven't heard that.
I got another name for Joe Kent, but I won't say it because it's not polite.
Thank you.
You can figure it out.
Joe, see you next Tuesday?
Or can't understand normal thinking?
Yeah, it could be.
And you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
I don't say it, so that's nasty. But that fits him.
No.
Yeah. So it's 10 o'clock. We probably
Not 10 o'clock, Dad. It's not.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
We have 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes.
No, it's 10 o'clock. Mike's live now.
George wants to find that song.
I got it already. I'm going to download.
Oh, jeez. It'll take you 5 minutes to download it.
No, it won't. It does very quickly.
Oh, you can put it on the bottom?
Yes, I am. Yes,
okay, yeah.
Just be very careful.
Wow.
Download it. Here it comes.
I can't wait till tomorrow. It's Frisky Friday.
Oh, yeah. I got that other thing, too. That's cool.
Wow, keep it up. I won't be able to sleep tonight.
You never get excited for Frisky Friday? I do because I just go nuts.
Well, that's good.
It's a matter of opinion. If you think I'm nutty every day, then I'm just super nutty on Friday.
Yeah, well, I don't see much difference between you during the week and Friday.
I'm not touching that one.
Yeah,
I mean that's a smart move there, Jack.
I mean the sandwiches are better on. The sandwiches are better on Friday. I don't know. Maybe
did she
slice of meat?
Did she show you the video I made of her and George with sandwiches?
We sure did. We played it right on the air.
It is. Bomb Iran is on the bottom of the thing. Then put that up.
Okay, so we're gonna go out. We're gonna go out with Bomb Iran then.
Yep. Bomb.
All right.
Good to be with you all again.
Well, thank you. We love having you. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Good time. Yep, good time.
We snuck it in on you last week, though, when we were talking. So you said, I thought it was the week after.
I thought it was like next week. So
real quickly, we said, George said, next week, too. We said, yeah. And you just went right over your head. Yeah.
I purposely don't read the comments because I don't want to know who don't like me.
Oh, everybody likes you. Don't you guys in the chat say that?
No, don't do that.
Yeah, because we like having you on. It's really good. It's good, different opinions.
George wants his song.
We like the diversity. And you're not a DEI guest either.
Is he a DEI hire?
No, that's why we just like diversity of opinion. But
because if he is, I'm going to HR. I want to know why I wasn't a DEI hire.
You are the DEI hire. That's why you're still here. So what are you doing?
Okay, Chatterbox.
See, Daryl knows I make the best sandwiches.
I'm going to make you a Cuban.
STFU, come on.
Oh, they're good. I love having a Cuban. They're good sandwiches.
I had one the other day. I'm just doing this
Poor
to
George.
George. Look at him.
America. Bomb, bomb, Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, Iran. What country's got a feeling really hit the ceiling? Bomb, Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Went to a mosque.
Is that Lindsey Graham singing?
Ayatollah gonna put you in
a thong. Waiting for
That
the
sounds like
rain.
Lindsey Graham, actually.
Oh, he was sucking up to me yesterday.
Old Uncle Sam's getting pretty hot. Time to turn Iran into a parking lot. Bomb Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran. here.